How you doing, Palomino? Good morning. We gotta get them out of here. Hey, hey, oh, oh, Big D, how you doing, bud? We're not sure where we want to put her yet. She could go over there, but then she'll be with the other horses, and we're not sure if the other horses are uh, the ones that injured her or not. We haven't decided yet. All the horses here are pasture raised, just like the cattle, but we gotta make sure that we put them in a pasture that's kind of grazed already, because we don't want to put them in a brand new pasture that the cattle haven't been in, because horses tend to pull up the grass by the roots and just they can destroy a pasture real quickly. So we're taking that risk. We want to have the cattle on the pasture first. Now it's chicken feeding time. Well, they know I got the feed. They want to stay in here. I can't wait till we can let them out again so that they can start eating a lot more naturally. All right, here they go. Oh, I missed a bit. They'll eat all that. All right, now I'm gonna check for eggs. We still got our 2 turkey eggs back here. That's great. I know the turkey's been sitting on them, and no chickens have eaten them yet. Eaten them. Welcome to daily video. I believe it's 83, if not 84, here on the Costa Rican ranch. Before I start watering all the animals, I'm gonna take a quick look in the water tanks. Okay, this is our like personal water tank for the house. So I'm gonna have to fill that up. And I know we filled this tower up yesterday. And that water tower is for all the animals. And all the water for both of them gets pumped up from the river in this little pump house right here. So I'm just gonna put the hose in for these plastic tanks, which goes for our shower and our kitchen and everything. And we should be good. That water tower, we probably fill that up every other day, depending on how much we use. It's probably minimum every other day. Well, now it's time to get harassed by the pigs. I just gotta make sure that they do not take the grain buckets. I gotta feed 2 pigs over here. We got a little pig, then we got a female pig that we're fattening up before we butcher. Hey, buddy. How you doing, buddy? Now both these buckets have the same amount of grain in them, so it doesn't matter which one I give him. And I hope he doesn't knock it over. Hey, push me. Make him think that there's some in there. Oh, they're wise to it. All right, I got a little bit of time. Oh, a chicken and chicklets over here. We got to get them out of here. Hey, hey, oh, oh. They'll eat the chicken. We can't keep them over here. They got out of their house. Hey, bud. All right. All good. Now I got to get their water and get harassed again. Grab that other bucket. Yeah, we're going to have to get that chicklet and chicken out of here, because we had probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, we had a chicken somehow got in the pig's house, and the pig ate it. Now it's time to feed the Muscovy ducks. I know when I make that noise that they're getting some food. Whoa, they're going over there fast. A little bit of supplemental feeding for them. Big D, how you doing, bud? Come and do a little inspection on Big D. Make sure he doesn't have any new cuts and his eyes look. Oh yeah, it looks looking way better. Check the ticks. Make sure more of the ticks are dying. He had a lot on his neck. He doesn't see there. This is what a dried up tick looks like. Right there, all that just falls off. I think Big D's doing a lot better. I saw he was over in the pond. It's obviously dried up over here, eating grass down in there, standing up and everything. So he's doing a lot better than he was a couple days ago. Good to see you doing good, Big D. Yeah, around his eyes looking way better. The ticks are dying off from the ivermectin I gave him. He's doing a lot better. Check their water. I filled it up the other day, so I really wish they'd drink a little bit more water than that. But the rest of them are out there grazing the grass. Big D just got up and some solid in his poop, but it's a little bit liquidy. He needs to drink more water. So I'm gonna try to get him to come over here. Here, Big D. I'm at least gonna switch my hands in the water so that he hears it. Maybe he'll want to. Come on, bud. This is Mombasa grass, and we are transplanting it because we tried growing it by seed, and because of the dry season, it is not growing well. Even if we water it and do everything we can, we finally just resorted to transplanting it. It's growing real great on the side of the road where the cows aren't eating it. So that's where we're pulling it up from. This will hopefully be an instant field of Mombasa grass. And once we think the roots get slightly established, we got to get the calves over here eating it down a little bit so that it doesn't die. Because if it goes to seed, it'll die. But then obviously there'll be more seed in the soil, but we don't want to take that risk because of the dry season. So we just want the calves to come on here, eat this down probably about halfway, and then it'll grow back stronger. So I'm just digging down no more than about 6 inches deep. All this grass, someone in America would probably pay like $500 for.
Fuck yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll never buy seed again. It's already grown.
Yeah.
I wanted to do this. I've done this before, but it has to be the right timing. And I need help. This is way easier to do. You do one person plants them and gets it all ready. The other person brings it and then comes and helps.
I guess the only thing to make it faster is a plow, and then maybe if you can like put them in there, that would make sense. But as far as never buying seed again, it'd be ridiculous to do 300 acres worth of this.
Like this, just like this.
Yeah, you'd almost have to do it seeds. It'd take forever.
Yeah. This whole, we're not doing this whole farm with this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We can do we can do a lot of area. This covers a lot of area.
Yeah.
Let's stomp on it real good with this steel and this fruit.
Okay.
Hopefully, yeah, I stomp on it real good. Hopefully, as soon as they're kicking off just a little bit, we can put some cows in there.
Yeah. Put the little cows in here once they start taking off. I feel like my dirt piles went to like almost nothing. When I plant these, I barely have any dirt to put on top of them. It's taking forever. Now I got two big holes in my glove and getting a bunch of dirt in it.
Only one boot that gets.
Yeah, thankfully mine are high enough. Half inch at least.
Fucking A, bud. That's how we do it. How we grow. 1/2 inch at a time. Just like our holes. There's a hole in my boot.
At least it ain't a snake.
So I was just gonna say, where's that snake, boy? Plant really has a seed. I think that
Oh, really?
when it comes from the ground. See this?
Kind
See
of like the banana
roots?
plants.
Yes, exactly. See the roots start crawling far,
Hmm.
and then they start creating these like nodes, and these nodes come out and produce new ones.
Nice.
So like, see that's a new one coming up right there. See that?
Hmm.
See, it's just like the banana tree.
That's probably better, right?
I think so, because then it'll crawl around and take it. It's got to have some kind of seed though, I think. But this is Mombasa, I think.
Yeah.
I don't want to put whatever it is. This is what we're using. It's natural, it's growing here.
I looked up on Mombasa and it looked exactly like it, but yeah, who knows?
It's probably a type of Mombasa.
Yeah.
That wasn't too fucking slow, dude. We planted all those holes you made in less than half an hour.
Mhm.
With ground stopper, you can dig these holes in like 30 seconds a piece.
Yeah, yeah. For this area, it's not bad, but
The further
we'll
down you
probably
get,
do
it
like,
gets a little bit.
yeah, but it's probably like a whole week per acre. 4 days an acre.
Those are half days or full days.
Yeah. A half day. I don't know, probably longer than that.
Gotta be something.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I have to go up there and cut that grass, or the cows are just gonna go right through the fence, and then they're gonna start eating it. So what's the point of cutting it?
Yeah.
Like have grass on the fucking farm.
Yep.
It's like a triple win. It's feeding my cows, taking the problem grass away, and planting it. And the other thing is, in the dry season, this grass turns green. It'll be easy to burn. How that whole property got burned, even though it was green, it doesn't matter. See these little dry ones in there? Once there's a spark, this whole thing will just go up. So if somebody burns that up there, which they do, they dump trash and they burn it. There's a bunch of this grass up there. It'll burn down the whole farm. It'll burn down all the posts. Then we have to redo all the posts that are all dried up. So we gotta. I'm gonna go up there and leave. I to cut it off. I'm doing it like this. Probably only have to do this once, because if we do it right, it should cover the what you call it, blank spaces. Should spread out. If it rains, if it don't rain, it's not gonna be shit. For these big ones, one, two, really big ones, I would put them in a row. So I need to put big hole here, big hole here, big hole there, one in between there.
My phone's overheated twice today.
Fuck, it must be hot today, right?
Yeah,
Your phone, how many times does that happen?
not often.
On days that are rain?
No.
On rainy days, my phone eats up.
See a lot of more entrepreneurialism here in Costa Rica, way more than in America, like, which is great. Like the economies can thrive off of every single person having a business, or almost every single person. There's always going to be people that don't, but